I've been promising you guys this. I've been promising you guys this reading, but I really haven't been feeling led to pick back up on energy readings because it's something about the old energy that's coming up again. So if you're watching this message, I feel like this is about you going back and listening to old messages. Okay. So this is going to be relevant for somebody. It may not be relevant for everybody, but I feel like some of you guys really need to like watch my old messages. Y'all need to like get familiar with what I've been talking about for a while. I feel like y'all not, and again, I feel like this is for those of you that will watch this later on, or for some of you that's watching this now. I feel like a lot of you guys, in order to get familiar with my reading style, to get familiar with who I am, like for the brand and the messages, it's very important you go back and read some of the older messages if they resonated according to the title. That would be my advice for a lot of you guys because you will see my seasons switch up how I don't repeat messages. Okay, so 9 times out of 10, I'm not talking about any of the relationship dynamics, any of the masculine issues that I've already discussed. And I feel like a lot of this energy is manifesting and revealing itself in true times right now. And you guys got to go back. For instance, I have a message that I did with he wants to make you a sex slave, and that had already addressed polyamorous relationships, masculines who like to force commitments, who deal with multiple women. I've done that reading. It's already there. Um, I've talked about the children from the island. That reading is still available. It's in the membership section. I talked about the Diddy energy. That energy is in the members only section. So a lot of you guys experiencing some of the things that you're experiencing. I've already read about it. I already said that it was going to manifest. Um, Specifically in terms of injustices. That's why I like to call myself the intuitive justice reader. I also even talked about like people being able to use their free will to shift the narratives of their stories, right? I even talked about that, right? People allowing people time. Oh my goodness. Allowing people time to make the decisions that they want to make. Okay. And allowing them to use their free will to shift the narratives in their advantage. Okay. I don't mean to be rambling, but I really think if you are enjoying the type of readings that I bring, if you like my style, you like the energy that I bring, go back and listen to them old messages or become a part of the members only crew so that you guys can pick up old energy that's manifesting. Because I promise you, I won't repeat myself. What people will learn about me is I'm somebody that has a very short tolerance. I don't repeat myself, and especially an energy reader, I don't like retaining energy, repeating old energy because that's bringing it up in my cycle again. So I'm very authentic, you guys, and I hope that you find the answers that you're looking for. Basically, especially if you trust my readings. But I've talked about this shit. This shit is popping. This shit is going down. Okay, and a lot of it is nation business. Okay. A lot of it has to do with your ancestral legacy. That's the foundation of what Maisha, the Goddess Flame, brings to the marketplace. It brings to businesses. It brings to families and communities. I'm tied into the legacy of the ancestors, um, which consists of principles. It consists of standards. It consists of bloodlines, accuracy, divine laws, treaties, things that would have impacted the ancestral legacy to leave whatever they call to leave to the descendants. Okay, that's the kind of energy that I'm tied into, and I just want to make sure that you guys understand that so you won't get me mixed up with other beautiful talented readers, right? Who are more in tune to the 3D energy, okay, and above. And shout out to my colleagues, okay, because I respectfully think we've been doing a lot of being able to stay in our lane, you know. Um, I think you can see your spiritual teachers, your readers, your spiritualist herbalists, and your practitioners are learning to master their lanes, not allowing you guys to manipulate the energy, manipulate us, but ultimately just doing the damn thing. And I love it. I can pick up on it energetically. I hope you are respecting the craft, respecting the people, respectfully. I hope you're not um, just sucking the energy out of them and not returning the energy back intentional, because right now I think this is some of the most creative spiritual readers that I've come across in a very long time. And so I'm excited to see them mastering their craft. Let's go ahead and get into this energy reading and see what we have though. I ain't gonna be on here long, you guys, because I really have been chilling, right? Pouring into myself. Because I want to bring energy to my platforms that are pure, naturalized, healing, high vibrational, transformational, emotionally balanced, and intelligent, free of darkness, free of void. I just want to bring fulfilled energy to the collective. So anytime that I could take a chance or opportunity to pour into myself, I do it. Cut people off, block phone calls, I do it. And respectfully, I hope you guys appreciate that, because I don't know anybody who want to follow readers, practitioners, and spiritualists who are boggled down with problems and adversities of their own. When I come across my community and people that resonate with me, I want people to say, "Man, I would be okay with that person speaking over my life, speaking over my children's life, my family's life. Like I'd be okay with hanging out in that energy and totally being able to come home and feeling this way or that way, right? And this is an energy that you can take back to your family. This is an energy that you can take back to your workplace, and use the energy respectfully if you have good intentions. That's my intentions, to bring you good energy to take back. This is an energy you can feel comfortable in your home with. You know what I'm saying? Your kids can have peace with. Okay, because some readers bring burdens. Some readers bring, toxic energy. You have nightmares. You up all night, can't sleep, frazzle, dazzle. All right, so appreciate your readers, you guys, where your energy is safe, your family's energy is safe. All right, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, ancestors of the highest white light, please allow me to channel the messages of the highest white light only. Anything not of the highest white light, please close and shut that door. Respectfully, Archangel Michael, please protect my energy and the energy of my loved ones. Listen, we got some very alternative readings here. Eight of Swords, Six of Wands, Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Death energy. Like, who's holding on to this victimization, imprisonment, endings, defeat, holding on maybe to the hopes of defeating somebody's success? You guys are really, really delusional still. Okay, there's a lot of people who are still delusional when it comes to your success, when it comes to your publicity, how you're seen, how you're rewarded, how you're recognized, how you're acknowledged. There's somebody that literally wants you, okay, you to hold on to the state of victimization, fear of imprisonment or lack thereof. Take it as it resonates. Want you to hold on to these endings, want you to hold on to this message. Queen of Swords. Yeah, magic. Somebody's doing heavy spell work to close out a cycle. They're still doing it. Baby, you gotta let the people work. Let me get y'all in the light. Hold on. Let me give me a little bit more light here. Listen, y'all gotta let these people work themselves to death. I mean, if they want to work so hard, you gotta let them really work hard. Okay, all right, because they really working hard. Okay, and over here we encourage you guys to work smarter, not harder, right? Right. We encourage you to work smarter, not harder. Okay, I've been telling you guys this for years. I recorded that message in 2015. Okay, If I recorded that message in 2015 and you guys are still working extremely hard instead of smart, okay? If you want that message, if you want to receive that teaching, just let me know. Comment under one of the community posts, and I will be sure to share it again with you on there, okay? Because 2015 we was talking about working smarter, not harder, okay? So you got with the Four of Pentacles, somebody here that's holding on to this defeated energy, okay? Maybe so you won't take action or something like that, so you'll feel imprisoned, victimized, okay? Oh my God. Such a travesty. Okay. It's such a travesty. Okay. Yeah, messages. They're doing this with spell work. Like, this is like energetic messaging. Okay, I'm hearing teleprompters. Okay. These are people who have gotten the actors involved. They got the influencers involved. People that read teleprompters are involved because they want you to have messages of victimization. So you won't take action. It's always something. It's a war today. It's the Disney cruise ship tomorrow. The president's attempted assassination, allegedly, next week. It's always something. So you won't take action. Okay? It's some type of manipulation, some type of spell work. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles, so you won't work on this opportunity. Somebody here, you guys have an opportunity. Nine of Pentacles for stability to be rewarded here. Okay, you're trying to balance something out. Shit. Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Pentacles. That's the Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, teamwork. Okay, a third party could be involved. Okay, you could be walking away from a third party here. Okay, because you persevered here. Period. Somebody's delayed. A King of Wands. Okay, you're gonna be walking away from that person here. Okay, because I feel like at the end of the day, like, this is about a dream, an aspiration. You know. And you need to dream big, bitch. Okay, you need to think big, bitch. Okay, I'm just being brought to that me. You need to think big. I always tell you guys, I think you should think big, especially if you are resonating with the light worker energy, the earth angel energy, the star seed energy. I think you guys should think big. Okay. I was definitely thinking about doing something very big. Like, my next move is gonna be unexpected. You know, because remember, if you guys, I'm just rambling because I'm trying to put you guys into remembrance of where the energy has been leading you guys, right? Because I'm not just a tarot reader. I told you I'm an intuitive justice energy reader. My goal here is to bring you to your ultimate desire at the end, right? So that means if you're not where you desire to be, that means it's not the end. So you have to continue to pivot. And I said that. I said, you have to continue to pivot. I think I said that last week, right? A lot of y'all don't listen. Okay. You think it's a game. It's not a fucking game. But I said it last week. I said, a lot of you guys need to learn how to pivot, right? When something's blocked, you don't like change the plan, you change directions. But that's business in life, right? And people who don't understand business in life won't understand that, right? Because normally something being blocked in their little bitty minute minds means that it can't happen, it's delayed, it's a closed down, it's a no. But in a visionary mind and an entrepreneur or anybody that has ever dealt in business understands that a two of swords or a blocking is never a no. It's a redirection until I find my yes. Okay. So again, mindset is everything. As you guys continue to come over here and watch me, badger me, looking for clues or whatever the fuck it is that you guys be doing. Shout out to my fam bams who are used to me conversing in this way, who are used to me giving you these divine laws and principles, because I have been talking about the same shit for the last 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And many of you have been following me. You've watched me pivot. Okay, many of you who have watched my podcasting journey and streaming journey, you continue to see me pivot. I started on um, Clubhouse, I started on Twitter, I've been on LinkedIn, right? Like my audience and the people that know me don't know me from just one platform. So somebody here with people attempting to hold on some level of success, or block some level of success by attempting to send messages or gossip in terms of wanting you to be victimized. You guys have to come out of the victimized mode. That's what the dark night of the soul is, right? And a lot of people who attempt to get as far as others in terms of energy work, healing, practitionerism, you guys have not been through the dark night of the soul. You refuse to go through that. You refuse to die to self. So therefore, you keep competing and reliving these cycles, okay, of the same thing happening in different bodies. Is because you refuse to die to self. Okay, whoever I'm talking to with the Six of Wands energy, that success, that um, you being publicly rewarded, is because you're no longer the old self. So as you rise, right, as you rise into your new position, into your new self, you're not rising in an old body. Who would do such a thing? Who would wear an old soul into their new cycle? That's got to be one of the most tiring things to ever do, is to be the same in every cycle of your life, especially when you are attempting or have acquired some level of elevation or expansion. You understand? So it don't matter what these people are attempting to do. You're already successful with the Six of Wands in your own right, because you have completed your dark night of the soul. You understand? You completing a dark night of the soul will outweigh anybody or anyone that is financially ahead of you. You understand? Because even though they are financially secure and financially ahead of you, if they have not went through the dark night of the soul, when they go through the dark night of the soul, it could potentially set them back, and then both of y'all at the same starting place. You understand? That's why it should never be a rush for you to bypass your dark night of the soul, trying to be in a rat race for somebody that's eventually going to have to go through their dark night of the soul anyway, right? That's why scripture says the last shall be first and the first shall be last, because those that want to always go first, they end up negating and rejecting their dark night of the soul, which means they have to do it on the back end, on the ass end. And while they're going through that dark night of the soul, you will be right up front because you already completed the hard part first. Come through, somebody. And all of this is just really the art of war, is strategy, it's divine law, it's how you want to play the game always. That's why materialistic, codependent issues are no relevance to us for competition, because all of those things are flesh and we have died to that. Okay. So for any of you that feel like you're stuck or imprisoned or victimized at this point, I feel like because you went through this dark night of the soul, you're already successful. So your 5D is already complete. You just have to complete your 3D. You understand? It's not taking anything away from you. It's molding you to be able to hold whatever is coming out of this season of your life at this time. Look, Page of Pentacles. It has to manifest. Why? Because you're already it in the 5D. You are already it in the 5D. You already died to self. So now you are ready to live in your new. So it can manifest now. Okay, you've already completed that cycle. I don't know who I'm talking to here. Yeah, look at the Two of Wands. It's a pivot. It's a different direction, right? Oh, I feel like something's crawling on me. All right, look, with the sun energy, clarity. It's a different direction. It's not rejection. It's not rejection. It's redirection into the new path with your new self, your new thought process, the way you think, the way you decision make it this time through lived experiences. You know? Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. Yeah, this is a new contract for somebody here. You get a new spiritual contract. The Two of Wands is a pivot. It's not a rejection, it's a redirection. Come through, spirit. Good news. Good news. Somebody's rushing in for a commitment, a contract. Okay. I don't know who I'm talking to. This could be about a relationship, a marriage. Okay. Take it as a resonation, child. Okay. Always remember what I'm saying here, divine masculine or divine feminine. Never be mad at somebody who chooses a different path to go on when it comes to a relationship and a connection with you, because a rejection is not always a rejection. Sometimes it's redirection. Okay, because I see a commitment out here. This could be, like I said, a teamwork, collaboration, commitment. This could be a marriage. Okay, this could be a job, a partnership. Okay, and what I'm getting is somebody thought they had your success in their hand. Like somebody thought that they was gonna be sitting around attempting to victimize you and shit like that. Motherfuckers be having the game fucked up. Okay? Motherfuckers be having the game fucked up. Just like I'm gonna tell you something, I told my community last year, none of these platforms pay my bills. When I tell y'all I'm truly blessed and highly favored by the Most High God, so that people could never think that my financial situation is tied to them ever, that they would ever be able to control if I get a like, a super thanks, a gift, whether I sell on TikTok, don't sell on TikTok, live stream, don't live stream. I'm always going to be provided for. And so I come here in my authenticity, because whether you bless me, book me, give me a gift, I'm still going to get my reward. I'm still going to get my reward. Why? Because my soil is fertile. And you be a fool not to sow into good soil. Okay? Have you seen a harvest on your return, what you sowed into? Last year, whatever you sowed into, have you seen the harvest? 3 months ago, 4 months ago. Mm-hmm. That's how you know. Find some good soil to settle. Oh, I was going to say sow in. Spirit says settle in. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. What else do we have here, Spirit? Nine of Pentacles. I cannot make this shit up. I'm telling you, if you're not here yet, you can get here. What is getting here? Self-sufficiency, stability, and rewards. Rewards for your labor. What is your labor? Your energetic labor. Why shouldn't you be rewarded for going through the dark night of the soul? Why shouldn't you, when there's so many people that refuse to go through the healing? When there's so many people that put on their mask every day? You know? Why shouldn't you be rewarded for actually going through I'm telling you, look at that inner conflict, which ultimately produces external conflict, because as above, so below, as within, so without. When there's inner conflict, there's going to be external conflict. When there's spiritual conflict, there's going to be 3D conflict. And that's what the dark night of the soul is. It's neutralizing the inner conflict so the external could match up. Same thing with the 5D, spiritual warfare. Baby, this is just divine law to keep you balanced. That's all I'm giving you, is just information. But y'all can go learn this from other places if you want to. Or you could just listen to the guidance here and just do what it says, okay? Because it's really just causing judgment on your own life. I'm not telling you guys a whole lot of bullshit. It's just really how to stay energetic balanced, because we live in a world that's based off energy. And if you fucked up on the inside, then your external gonna be fucked up. And once you get tired of things on the inside of you, double-mindedness, fear, panic, stress, lying, deceiving, fraud, conniving, comment, horrors, or whatever it is, then eventually you'll call judgment on it in the 5D. And if you don't do it in the 5D, judgment will manifest in the 3D. Judgment will manifest in the 3D. Okay, I'm hearing somebody here, you're being called to take a leap of faith with the Ace of Wands. Somebody here, you're being called to take a leap of faith, a new beginning. And one thing that I've learned, okay, when spirit calls you, you can use your free will to answer or not answer. But somebody is being with the judgment card, the death night, the dark night of the soul. If this is about energy, and I won't know if you don't book your personal, so please take this as it resonates. If you are going through spiritual warfare and you being judged in the spirit, if you don't pass that or deal with that, it will manifest in the 3D. You will end up facing judgment in the 3D. So you might as well go ahead and knock that spiritual warfare out and clear your karmic debt so that you won't have to worry about it in the 3D. Clear your spiritual debt. Face yourself. Look at yourself. So that whatever's in you that's always been successful can continue, because you will be willing to take a look at what's on the inside. And you won't have to have people holding you accountable and to who you used to be. Because then you could look at a motherfucker and say, I died to that. You know, I got a lot of people in my life is the I knew her when. And I remember then. I ain't seen these people in 20, 25, 30 years. And they still talking about when I was in my 20s. Shit that I was doing in my 20s. I cut them motherfuckers off in my 20s. And to this day, I'm almost 50 years old. To this day, I got motherfuckers talking about my 20s. You understand? Why? Because that's the only thing they know. They don't know that new life, that rebirth. They don't know me. Sometimes you got to let people live with who you died as. Sometimes you got to let people live with who you died as, because that's all they'll have. They don't know nothing about the new you. It's a beautiful way to stay unpredictable. It's a beautiful way to stay mysterious. It's a beautiful way. They don't know nothing about you. In order for them to even be able to have an idea of what you're about to do, who you are, etc., etc., they would have to get to know you again. And getting to know the new you exposes the old them. Getting to know the new you exposes the old them. You become a mirror for people. Okay? Okay? That's why my message is, is hard to tolerate for some people here. I'm a lot to swallow, respectfully, for some people, right? Because the new me exposes the old them. The things that they still doing. That old shit, that old mindset, old mentality they've been doing it year after year after year after year. And we on to something else. Okay? So what I'm saying here is those of you that have yet to go through your dark night of the soul, go through the dark night of the soul. Go through it. Right? Because it gives you spiritual protection because you cleared out your karmic debt. It gives you spiritual protection because you went in and cleared out your karmic debt. Who wants to carry around that karmic debt for the rest of their life? Nobody wants to carry that shit around. It's dangerous. Okay? What else do we have here, Holy Spirit? Please. Page of Swords. People from your past, Six of Cups, familiar energies, memories, watching you, stalking you. An ex with the King of Swords, okay? Or this could be you watching you have your boundaries up. A leap of faith. Take that leap of faith, King of Swords. With the Fool energy, Knight of Swords, doing something impulsive, okay? Doing something unexpected. Doing something in the new energy, right? A lot of people expect you to make decisions, go towards a path that you've already traveled, that you've already been to and through. But rarely do people expect you to take leaps of faith into new energy according to the new you. And I feel like that's what somebody's doing here with the Chariot, Queen of Swords. Okay. I mean, everybody has free will. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Fool. Look, I split the deck on the Fool with the Ten of Pentacles. Go towards your Ten of Pentacles. Or not, respectfully. Or not. You have the free will. You know how many people have. Yeah, look, keep it secret too. Come on now. Don't be telling nobody. Stop telling people your business, the Fool card to the moon energy, about your plans, yeah, about what you manifesting. Keep y'all shit quiet. Okay? That's something the new you can do. Maybe the old you told people stuff. I know I did. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to be happy than a motherfucker when I had shit popping off. I was happy as fuck. Got a new job. I want to put everybody on. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just you. When you celebrate, you want to have people that you celebrate. You know, you want to have people celebrate with you. Yeah. The motherfuckers don't be really celebrating with you, though, for real. You know? That be the thing, y'all. All right. Let me see what else is out here. How y'all doing this evening? Y'all good? Y'all good? Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Look. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I heard that stops all the gossip. It stops all the message. It stops all the gossiping, all the slander. It stops all that. Page of Wands is good news, your good news. People want to stop it. People want to defeat it. People want to end your good news. Okay? But also, I heard it stops the gossiping when you just leave it alone. Yeah, look, judgment. People judging your decisions. Yeah, look, causing you conflict. Yeah, about your own fucking healing or star energy. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay? We're not doing that. Page of Wands to the death energy. Yeah, judgment. It's a missed opportunity. Y'all miss your opportunity. Okay? Some of y'all missed the opportunity because you talk too much. You said too much with the Page of Wands, death energy. You killed your own dream, your own thing. What did this person say with the Page of Wands? Queen of Pentacles, look. Talking. Yeah, look. The Emperor. Juggling. Competition. Yeah. That's a missed opportunity for you. If you juggle somebody here, that's a like y'all be, man. This is too much. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all run your mouth too much. Page of Wands. What's this Page of Wands? The Page of Wands. Yeah, look, you talk too much. Page of Wands about what's going on in your home, in your community, in your marriage. Talking about how you got options. I'm hearing I'm the man. I heard I'm the man with a plan. Who the fuck? I'm the man with a plan. Four of Wands. What's this? What's the plan? What do you say? Page of Cups. I ain't choosing no fantasy. Page of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups. I ain't choosing no fantasy. I ain't choosing what I fantasize about. Magician. I want to manipulate power. I want power with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I want power. So I'm gonna lock down, imprison, victimize somebody here. That's what somebody's about is that was dealing with you. They wanted some type of power. They don't want the fantasy. They want the power. When it all costs, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. Whoever this father figure is, past energy of yours. Okay. This person chose to give a commitment somewhere else. Okay. That's what I'm picking up here. Somebody decided to build somewhere else. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Now this person's getting karma. They could need to heal. Yeah, look, stability, finances here. After trying to compete with you, to delay you, because you're strong, having clarity about your forward movement that they wanted you to lose on. Instead, you expanded, you elevated. You could have also fallen in love or ended. This could have ended some type of love connection who tried to treat you as an option. Now, here comes this King of Wands that's going to balance something out when it comes to this heartbreak. And that's your pivot. Okay. For somebody here, that's your pivot. All right. Your plan, okay, is to get balance after a betrayal or a heartbreak. Okay. Disconnecting. Yeah. To have an opportunity at expansion, elevation, and building the Empress energy success. Eight of Pentacles, working in a new contract, celebrating. Whoever you are, you got something coming towards you. And I feel like somebody tried to victimize you. Somebody tried to imprison you, delay you, talk about you, gossip about you. They didn't want the love. They didn't want the fantasy. They wanted the power. And so now you got a pivot situation here. You're about to get a gift. Some of building success, public reward, recognition. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. I heard no shade. I heard this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. I don't know what that's about, but it ain't no shade. It ain't no shade. Cool. It don't got nothing to do with you. Whatever this Empress is about to do, or whatever this King of Wands and this Empress is about to do, it's no shade. Should nobody be taking this personal? Okay? Should nobody be taking this situation personal? No, Bobby, I didn't see no. Listen, let me tell you something. If you in here and you saying somebody tried to tear you and your wife apart, y'all already torn apart. Okay? Y'all be reactive in y'all's marriages and y'all commitments instead of being proactive. Okay? You if somebody got close enough to your wife to try to tear it apart, it was already torn apart. Come on, y'all, be proactive in y'all shit here. Anything else? Let's go ahead and close this out. Anything else? We about proactive, being proactive. I just saw the Emperor and the Queen of Cups. Clarity. This Emperor has clarity on who they love, who they want to be with, who enlightens them, who makes them happy. Okay? This person is using their logic too, so this wasn't somebody who was in their emotions. This is somebody who thought this out. Okay? They know who their person is with the Queen of Cups. This could be you, the person in your energy, the person that you're thinking of. They have clarity. Their heart is open. Somebody's heart is open. King and Queen of Cups, manifesting a new beginning, holding on to each other. Judgment, there's action being taken here. Okay? Somebody's getting ready to get locked down, celebrating, using their logic. Strength card, transition, change, forward movement, past energy. Six of Cups, romance. This could be a familiar energy. This could be a past life connection, soul connection. Take it as it resonates. Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. That's an opportunity. Spiritual gifts, Knight of Pentacles. Some could have been slow, but it's solid. It's going to be successful. Eight of Pentacles, working together. Three of Pentacles, with a new timeline. The Queen of Wands is burdened because the Queen of Swords has healed this betrayal, this backstab, separating from the Queen, King of Wands, standing in her power. Okay, or somebody separating from this King of Wands, going towards the Emperor, leaving out a lover. Take it as it resonates, y'all. Expansion, celebration, forward movement. People are gonna be talking about it. People are gonna be talking about this. Okay? The Page of Swords, either about you getting new love or you finding love, but it's gonna be talked about. Y'all find and stay in your purpose and in your plan, y'all. You know, if God said it's going to be done, it's going to be done, child. Okay, look at that fly, monitoring spirit, Knight of Swords. Somebody's rushing in. Ace of Cups with this love offer, romantic offer. Six of Cups from your past. Maybe you walked away from this person, but this person's blocked. Okay, soon as that fly, it's a big one too. This big fly came up. Okay, this is somebody here who's rushing in. Ace of Cups, true love, or because they have love for you. Want to make a romantic offer? Somebody from your past. Six of Cups, Knight of Cups, that's Seven of Cups. Ace of Cups, that's the Eight of Cups. They could no longer be blinded. Okay, they could no longer not know which way to go in this connection. Tower. So they may be changing something when it comes to options. Okay, somebody could be focused on committing to you, providing for you. The World card, and ending their sneaky ways. Wants to give you equal give and take. Okay, somebody could be, leaving people out in the cold, communicating that this is their fantasy. So somebody could be, telling people the truth. And that big old bug just hit me too. Like somebody here could be monitoring spirits. Y'all know I don't do bugs at all. I don't like bugs or dirt. And so, on that note, let me get you some angel messages and get the fuck up out of here, honey, because that's why I'll be in the inside. Okay? Get y'all some angel messages, y'all. Y'all got monitoring spirits around y'all, y'all. I had to let that fly out my house earlier. Oh my God. Think big, y'all. I just want y'all to think big. Don't limit your thinking. Don't limit yourself, is what I heard. Think big. Think big. Raise your vibration. Yeah, look. Romance and connection. Inner child healing. Friendship and union. I love that. Friendship and union, child. Because I believe y'all should be friends. You know? I believe relationships should be about friendships. I believe you need to be able to compartmentalize when your friend is communicating with you, when you're talking to your friend, when you're communicating with your friend, and when it's time to turn on the relationship and connection, you know. Look, you guys are manifesting. I feel like somebody, you could have had like a friendship with this person, like, um, that's turning into a union, a romantic connection that's manifesting with the inner child healing. Okay. This is some type of sacred love connection, you guys. So I think tomorrow I'm going to focus on the love connection, but that will be for members only. So make sure you guys are capturing the live replay. Today will be public, but tomorrow the replay will only be available to members, but I will stream it live. 3 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll look at this love connection that I'm reading for today because it does talk about friendship and union, okay? And this romance and this connection. Somebody could be raising their vibration, manifesting you. That could have went through a dark night of the soul, healing their inner child. Somebody's getting grounded or working on getting grounded. Yeah, so that they can give you good love. Somebody wants to give you good love. I'll give good love. I'll buy your clothes. I'll cook your dinner, babe. Is that what it is? Just as soon as I get home from work. Is that a song? Mm. You gonna cook when you get home from dinner? When you get home from work, you still gonna have energy to cook? Mm. So that you ain't gonna be lazy when you come home, when you get home from work? Whoever this is, y'all, they could have a job, they could work, and they said as soon as I get home from work, I'll pay your bill. What the fuck is going on? Give me one more. Okay, period. Okay, period. Compassion. Who expect miracles? Oh shit. I'm gonna be on my best behavior today. Okay. I kind of fuck with this energy. This is somebody that like they want you to go easy on them. Okay. This is somebody here that should I say that spirit? Bitch, I gotta say it because a bee just flew up to me. A fucking bee just flew up on me. Somebody they want you to. They know you like a queen bee energy, right? And they want to submit. This is somebody who wants to submit, surrender to you. Holy love, strength, and guidance. Like this person trusts your power. Like this person trusts your strength, your guidance. You're not going to misuse your energy with this person. This is somebody who's not afraid to put in the work. Okay. There's work here. There's work here. There's work to be do. There's work to be done. There's work to do. Okay. So this is somebody that's not going to be afraid of putting in the work. Okay. I keep trying to look in the corners to see the energy behind it, y'all. I keep trying to like look over it to see what the intentions is. That motherfucker means that. Okay. This is somebody. Ooh, I heard they mean well. Okay. When it comes to this energy of wanting you to have compassion on them, it's like I ain't even gonna lie. For some of you freaky dicky motherfuckers, it's given like this person wants you to, or this could be a different scenario situation, but it's given like somebody wants you to dominate them, and not in a, I don't know. You have to take that as it resonates. Okay, somebody knows they have been a bad boy. Okay, somebody knows they've been bad. So some of y'all need to be thinking of how to creatively punish your person. And I'm just saying, like, in a way that makes it where they want to get punished more and more. And you're going to have to use your own creativity for that, right? And I feel like you're going to need to accept that part of you, like you being able to have that dominance in that area and learning how to master that part of your relationship and or connection without it becoming abusive or you misusing it. That's for some of you. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. This person, I'm telling you, these energies that I'm picking up, this is why I cannot wait to go to this next level platform that we have. Because a lot of these energies that's coming through, y'all, I'm about to be giving y'all some game on how these masculines want to be treated, felt on. It's a different thing. It's like some of these masculines are being vulnerable and I'm being able to read it, and y'all gonna be able to master your masculines where they won't even be thinking about cheating on y'all or like not talking and lying. Some of you guys are going to be able to create these structured relationships where your masculine can feel comfortable expressing his needs and his desires respectfully and seeing if you're willing to fulfill those needs and desires. For others of you, you have men, and this is to my subbies as well, that you will never have to touch that want to take care of you. You understand? Some of you need to stop being so fucking uptight, okay? And open yourself up to the fact that some of y'all's service, you're a service. And these animals that I'm talking about now, they need to be fucking trained and they need to be tamed in a trusted, safe environment, okay? And some of you ladies are being positioned to be just that, okay? Because it's gonna be some motherfucking respect out here when it comes to you diabolical motherfucking tyrants. But I'm an equal opportunity justice reader, and you will have a safe space to get your ass properly reprimanded. Okay, that's for some of you. Okay, for others of you, the same thing when you were in your homes with your man, your husband, your partner. You are allowed. You're gonna have this dominance, this full control is what I heard, to run the house how you see fit. Creatively, are you gonna do it? And let me just tell y'all the honest to God truth. This is my thought process. Me personally, in whatever capacity that I just explained here, when I think about that, your man, when he sees you, that thing should be bouncing like hydraulics. You understand what I'm saying? There's no reason you creating your creative program for vulnerability with your man that he should not be foaming at the fucking mouth when he gets home or when he sees you. Or some of you guys need to create a particular program to where your man thinks about you even in the midst of these other bitches. And if y'all not thinking about it on that level, then you're doing yourself a disservice in this energy today. Okay? Because you should be the woman that these bitter bitches and bitter bums look up, investigate, and stalk without a man having to touch you, or because you treat your man so good that he breathes, eats, and sleeps you. And that's okay, because these men, they want that. Like, some of y'all are in a great position, okay? And shout out to the masculines who are even open to that. Like, that is so sensual and so sexual. Just, it doesn't matter what area you fall on that, right? Whether you want to be dominated, whether you want to be taken care of, you want a woman to run your house, whether you want to be tamed and directed, whatever that level, I think it takes a level of confidence for you to step in that position. And this is what these masculines want to do. All right, that's what I'm picking up. Feminines, it could be feminines too, masculine. Yeah, look, it came back out. It could be feminines as well. And this says friendship and union. Some of these men, some of these women, they just gonna be your friends, or however. This could be just a communicative relationship for some of you here. Stop trying to make like everything about contracts, soul contracts. Stop trying to make everything about like these twin flames. So some of these could just be friendship, communication. Some of you guys could just have a way with words. So some of you guys could be called to impact somebody in a certain season in their life. Like, make sure not to be like putting yourself in lifelong contracts when it's just a season and or a reason. Okay. One more. Composure. It came back out. Yeah. It says composure and no. Some of these people have friends that they cannot relax around. Look, friendship, union, composure, no. Some of these people are in unions, relationships, partnerships, contracts with, and they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe. So for some of you, this is going to be a service. And not necessarily a service, although you could make it a service if that's what you want. By the way, if that's something you feel called to do, I do have a one-on-one CEO and a blueprint activation. You could book me one-on-one. Okay, so if this again is some type of service that you want to provide, this could be senior care, this could be companion care, this could be caregiving. Okay, um, take it as it resonates, child. I do not judge over here. Okay, we have an open mind over here. Okay, so we don't judge. So again, if you guys, I'm telling you with the yes, some of you guys, you have it in you. You could be a great companion, caregiver, partner. Okay, you could be a great mentor, public speaker, something like that. Take it. It resonates. How were you supposed to be providing a safe space? I don't know, for children, for families, for men, for women, hell, for dogs. I don't motherfucking know, right? I'm just telling you what the energy is. Look, to show compassion. You can get paid for it. You could be paid to have compassion. Because there's so many fucking mean, argumentative motherfuckers out here. You know how nasty motherfuckers is? You know how beautiful it is to come into contact with a soul that is not combative, that is safe? Spirit saying it's business opportunities for safe spaces. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. The reading rainbow. The reading rainbow. Okay? Safe spaces where people can calm their nervous system, you know, elevate in their mental health because the energy is just so good, whether that's a brick and mortar, whether that's you providing a service, because there's some nasty ass energies out here in the world. Some dark ass, nasty ass, ungrateful ass, bitter ass, dark ass energies out here, gossiping as low vibrational as I'm telling you. This next seasons, people are going to be looking for safe spaces to do business with. Is your daycare a safe space for people's children? Is people's children's mental health okay? These after school programs, camps, is a good energy there? Is people's children their mental stability safe? Is it a fucking safe space for somebody's child mental health to be in your fucking presence? God damn. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because for real, I'm like, I wouldn't send my motherfucking kids, grandkids to half of you motherfuckers daycare, let alone your doctors or your motherfucking pediatrician. Okay? So consider that moving forward, or if you a service provider or somebody that provides, is it a safe space? Can people find compassion there? Or is it going to be ending up gossip or turmoil, competition, tension? That's what I'm seeing here. Trust the universe here. Because people are going to be like filling things out with the intuition and the downloads here. People are going to be starting to ask themselves, is this aligned with my purpose? Is this mentally safe for me to be here? Is this energetically safe for me to be here? Okay. I'm going to tell you now. And let me just tell you now, I'm gonna tell you right now, with this friendship and union, I don't want you bitter bitches and bitter bums to come looking for me because I'm gonna be nice to your husband or nice to your baby daddy or your brother, your son, your nephew. Don't you start coming over here looking at me when I'm be making them smile and shit when they be sitting over because I done provided them a safe space to communicate, converse, learn, or whatever the exchange was, honey. And if y'all any of my YNs, let me just tell y'all something. Y'all need to make sure that when y'all are dreaming about me, stop pulling on my motherfucking energy and without a cash app or something. Because these YNs, y'all, that came across my page just loving my energy with these subliminal messages out here, y'all don't feel my cash app up. And that's devastating, you know. I'm just telling you, Miss Angela, I'm telling you, these young dudes that really, they like, oh my God, it's kind women out here who give off good energy. And you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to just tell y'all, like the person that fills my emotional bank back up, I'm tired of getting reprimanded when he has to do that. Like Big should not have to keep stepping in. And I have so many people around me that's energetically, conversing with me, and only one person pours into me, y'all. In a minute, I'm gonna be snatched off the air. I'm gonna be isolated and secluded again. Okay, if y'all gonna be, coming after my energy and communicating, and then only one person is handling the bill. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm trying to help y'all, but one person can't carry the whole load. Okay. And I'm just trying to tell y'all because y'all like the access, y'all like the energy, y'all like the readings and everything like that. But y'all don't really sow no seeds. And the big guy, he'll pull me off and put me on another project. And so I don't want that to happen for y'all. You know, I love reading for y'all, providing you with intuitive justice, end result, intuitive readings. But if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. you know. And I can hear Big saying that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said, That's why I've really been off of here lately because, if it really don't make no dollars, it don't make no sense. And I have to pivot and do other things. So I'll be on here when I can and everything like that. And hopefully, y'all get these type of energy readings. But I feel like this is a service for some of you guys. You define feminine energies. You got these masculines that want to work with you. You got these masculines that's coming into union. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think you're going to be able to step back and just allow your divine feminine energy to really take care of your person by providing a safe space for that person. and not giving unto yourself here unless it makes sense, you know? But anyway, yeah, you guys got friendships and unions out here that's going to be key. I hope you guys use that. Yeah, strength and guidance. Okay. That's your energy reading. I hope it helps. Until next time, you guys, stay blessed. Black God, thank you for tapping in. Miss Angelic, I see you. Thank you for tapping in. Kiwan with the laugh. Period. I try to make you guys smile when I can. All right. I appreciate you being here, Bobby. I appreciate you. Hey, Miss Rihanna. Okay, period. All right. And if you are watching the replay, I thank you for tapping in for the little time that I was here. I've been trying to keep my readings just a little bit short. Okay. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. You guys, we're going to look at the energy of the love connection, see what I can pull out, what I can pick up, even though there's a few dynamics out here. There was a couple of different masculines out here, a couple of different feminine energies out here. So tomorrow you can anticipate that I'll be reading on those love energy readings and see what these people poking around in your energy for. All right. Bye.